site for Midwest rap, MidwestMixtapes.com. They promote and market albums, mixtapes, singles, and videos. MidwestMixtapes.com. They can get you on DJ conference calls, blogs, and email blasts. MidwestMixtapes.com. They work with several magazines, college radio campaigns, and street teams in multiple cities.
The hottest hip-hop and R&B mixes on K-100 Radio.
It's going down.
Here's another exclusive interview on K-100 Radio. You are tuned into K-100 Radio, hip-hop and R&B.
What up, Doe? You know what's happening?
K-100, you bastard.
What up? K-100 Radio, man. You know I'm your host, Blizzum. Welcome to another round of our direct line interviews, man. This is where we chop it up with our special guest, man. We got a really dope lineup. We got, you know what I'm saying, some fam from the same squad, all right? We're going to be rocking out with the homie Drummer Boy's DrumSquad Records crew today. You feel what I'm saying? And our very first interview that we're going to be doing, we rocking out with the homie Spark Dawg, right? Hey, I got him on the line right now. Hey, yo, Spark Dawg, what up, fam? What's good, homie?
What it do, man? Killeen, Texas in the building, man. The hood dentist.
All right, man. That's what's up. Texas in the building. Man. So, listen, fam. It's my first time talking to you on the broadcast, bro. But I've checked out some of the videos. You know what I'm saying? I've listened to some of the songs. We got Texas representing, man. I just want to pause the music real quick, pause the background, and just let you go ahead and introduce yourself to people who may have never heard of you before, but you want to give them your grand introduction, bro. You got it. You got the floor. Go ahead.
Oh, man, it's all good, man. I go by Spark, a.k.a. Spark Dawg. You know, I'm from a small town called Killeen, Texas. You know what I mean? Right in the middle of the state. So we got Houston below us. We got Dallas above us. You know what I mean? I just embody everything that comes with being a Texas artist, you know. Fortunate enough to land a situation where, you know, the big homie Drummer Boy wanted to offer me a record deal. So ended up getting moved out here to Atlanta. I've been out here since April now working on my album. You know, the single we just put out is called Trill Ass Nigga. You know, Drummer Boy produced it. The video's on YouTube right now with about 100,000 views. And we working, man. Just shot another video last week in Miami doing Rolling Loud. We're going to release that in the next week or two for a record called Wait. And it's going down, man. DrumSquad Records in the building.
Hey! All right, man. Let me get my background music back up. All right, man. You did your thing. Obviously, you're a seasoned artist, man. You just laid everything out the way it's supposed to be laid out. So I guess my first question is to people who may be new to the grind, because I'm pretty sure you ain't new to it. How long you been doing music, man? Where you at with your grind right now? How long you been at it?
If you ask me, I've been rapping all my life, you know, since I was young.
Right.
But, you know, professionally, like I said, I signed a Drummer Boy a few years ago, but this isn't my first record deal. I used to be in a rap group fresh out of high school with some homies, and we went by Green City. And we ended up getting discovered by a living legend out of Texas by the name of Scarface.
Oh, okay.
And we put an album out with him. It was titled Scarface Presents Green City. Brand New Money was the title of the album. And Universal Records had put that album out for us. So I had a one-album deal as a group. And, you know, I always wanted to just use that as a stepping stone to catapult my solo career. So I went from, you know, doing business with one living legend in Texas, and now I'm doing business with another one in ATL by way of Memphis. You know, Drummer Boy.
Absolutely, man. So, listen, man, you've been fortunate, man, because I got to tell you, bro, like, you linked up early on with what I consider one of the greatest lyricists in hip-hop, period. I don't want to say the South, because people always try to put face in the South like he's one of the greatest in the South. We know that. That's obvious, but I say he's one of the greatest lyricists in hip-hop, period, no matter the region. You know what I'm saying? One of them, as just a person a connoisseur of music, growing up listening to hip hop before I even got into the game myself, he was one of my favorites. So that's dope, man. So I mean, you've had a string of you know, really fortunate circumstances that led you where you at, man. So what did you learn the most from that first situation? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did you learn? Give me a lesson that you may have learned when you was with Face, and you know, you guys got put out there, and you know, you rocking with somebody on that level. Tell me something that you took from that situation and you still applying it today in your career as an artist.
That first situation just taught me the business, you know. A lot of people will tell you, you know, your first deal is most likely going to be your worst deal, but it's all on how you look at it, you know. You're going to take L's in this game and in this business, but it's up to you to make it to where that L is a loss or a lesson. You know what I mean? And all my L's have always been lessons. I ain't taking no losses. You know what I mean? So I just feel like that first situation just taught me the business, from the ground up, and just prepared me to just explode on the scene as far as my solo career and to make sure my business is intact,
Man, you know what, bro? I got to tell you something, dog. Like, real talk. I'm not saying it because you're on the phone. I'm giving you a round of applause because, bro, there's so many people that just don't understand that mind frame. Like, because I mean, you know, I ain't got to say no names. We ain't here to call nobody out. But I know you in the industry. You see so many artists right now that come out and talk about how they got screwed over on their deal. You feel what I'm saying? How the label did them wrong. People arguing about samples and all. You know what I'm saying? They locked in. They want to get off.
Yeah.
But I mean, you basically took whatever happened, and you just learned from it. You feel me? Instead of just kind of sort of whining about it. And I gotta respect that. You feel me?
I think that just it's a testament to how I really live my life outside of the music business. I'm real big on like the law of attraction. I don't know if too many people even understand what that is. It don't got nothing to do with romance. The law of attraction is basically a theory that a lot of people live by. That means any thought that you manifest in your head, if you put that thought in the universe, that vibe is gonna circle back towards you. Meaning, if you think positive over negative, you're gonna have more positivity in your life. Like if you look at a cup, it's really only two ways you could look at it. It's either gonna be half full or half empty. When I see a cup, it's always half full. That's just how my brain works. So I could never be a dude that's bitter about a situation because I didn't automatically become an overnight millionaire superstar after signing with Scarface. That man gave me an opportunity. That's a man that's from Houston, Texas, one of Jay-Z's favorite rappers. He really had the reach and the power to sign anybody he wanted out of Houston. Right. But he reached out to, about 5 kids from a small town called Killeen, Texas that nobody probably heard of for a reason. You know what I mean? And just to have that opportunity, and to be presented to the world from Scarface. It's not a bigger cosign in Texas than him, rapper-wise. So, yeah, I could never look down on that situation. It didn't do nothing but just teach me the business, you know what I mean? And just prepare me for, the greatness I got to come. So, It's all love, man. I love Brad.
Absolutely, man. For sure, man. Listen, bro, you know how many people in the South would love any opportunity to work with Face Mob, man? My present company included. I'll raise my hand. You feel what I'm saying? In any capacity. So that's dope. And you guys were young. So then, okay, so fast forward. Let's push it up a little bit. You had that experience with, being signed with Scarface and everything. You guys come out. You do your thing. However it dissolves, and it is what it is. But then, let's fast forward to how did you run into Drummer Boy now? Because now you on Drum Squad, and you got another great situation with another guy that's really deep in the game, that's really dope. So how did that meeting happen?
It happened because I was never gonna let the Green City and Scarface record deal be the end all be all to my career. Like I said, in my mind, even before signing with them, I always knew what I wanted to do as a solo artist. I just happened to be a solo artist who happened to be discovered because I rap. I made rap songs with my homies in high school, and we got discovered that way as a collective. You know what I'm saying? So we signed a 1-album deal. But after that situation, I really took that situation and decided that I wanted to make sure that I branded everything about Spark Dawg and put a brand on Spark a lot. You know what I mean? Which is my record label and my brand of what I got going on. And I was working. South by Southwest is the biggest music fest in America.
Right.
And that's in Austin, Texas every year.
Right.
45 minutes away from my hometown of Killeen. So I happened to be at South by Southwest performing. I had a couple shows, and I ended up I think stopping by a venue to check out some performances, and Drummer Boy just happened to be hosting that event. Like, it was his stage.
Right.
You know what I mean? Me and Drum had met in passing maybe a few years prior to that. Like, I think maybe an award show in Memphis called the Southern Entertainment Awards. They used to call them the SEAs.
Right.
Then we got introduced by a mutual friend in passing, one Major, but he remembered me from when I was in the club during South by Southwest. So he approached me and was like, "Hey man, I remember you, blah blah blah. I know what you got going on. This is my stage. You more than welcome to rock out. You know what I'm saying? If you want a couple minutes on stage, just do what you do." mind you, this South by Southwest. You either book there or you either book to perform somewhere or you're paying, hundreds of dollars to perform. And that wasn't the case. He blessed my game, and I guess he was so impressed by my performance that we ended up trading numbers. And from there, we developed a decent like a text relationship. We just check on each other every now and then. So some time went by, and I ended up coming out to Atlanta because they got their own music fest out here. That's called I think it's called A3C.
Mm-hmm.
And I come out to Atlanta. I hit Drum up and let them know I'm in the city. I'm really in party mode. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Because the only thing I hear about Atlanta is the strip clubs. Like, what's popping? I'm out here, A3C, what you got going, man? And he was like, well, shit, if you want to fuck with me, I'm at the studio. You know what I mean? You could pull up on me at the studio. I don't know about no clubs, but I'm at the studio. And that right there just let me know, like, damn, this man just really, invited me to his studio. It's got to be something about me that, made him just want to open his stuff up like that. Because, I know people who can't even get close to drum. You know what I mean? Right. So it ain't no reason this man would invite me to the studio if it wasn't because he saw something in me and wanted to work with me. So I definitely pulled up on him and played each other some music. I let him hear some music I was working on. He let me hear some music he was working on. And, we decided that, we're going to stay in touch with each other a little more. Fast forward a little time after that, I get a phone call out the blue. And Drum is like, yo, Spark, check your email. I got a surprise for you. And I checked my email, and he had 3 beats.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And like I say, this is a man who's won Grammys. This is a man who's went platinum. So for him to just give me 3 beats for free, when I know good and well he charged $10,000, $20,000 per beat,
right?
It kind of blew my mind. But I took that as an opportunity to show him, who I am as an artist and what I could do on his production. So I did a record. I did a record called Coolin'. And when I recorded the song to his beat, I only did a hook and a verse. Because in my mind, I'm like, you know what? This is Drummer Boy. I know this man can get anybody on his songs. I'm going to send on this record with an open verse. And,
right.
Maybe he might reach out to like a Gotti or a 2 Chainz or a Jeezy or Gucci Man or something,
Right.
I sent on the record. He immediately called me back once he listened to it and was like, yo, finish this song, man. You don't need nobody on it. This is your song. And right then and there, he blessed my game. And, that's when I knew he was really fucking with me. For him to just give me that beat like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
No charge, no nothing. So I finished the record, and after I did that, he was pretty excited about the record, and I told him I wanted to shoot a music video for it. But at this time I'm still living in Killeen, Texas. And he was like, yeah, shit, I would love you to shoot a video for it. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna pull up on you, and I'm gonna shoot the video with you.
Right.
And he was like, well, do it. Flew myself out to Atlanta, got a hold of a cameraman, pulled up on him in the studio, and we shot the video like in the studio on the spot. You know what I mean? And that was the first record that we did together. And at this time, I'm still not signed to him. You know what I mean? We did the record. I ain't gonna lie, man. Maybe I don't know how much time went by. Maybe a year, but I didn't hear from him for a while after the record. But unbeknownst to me, the reason I didn't hear from him is because his brother, Insane Wayne, who's a legendary producer out of Memphis.
Right.
And actually, taught Drum how to make beats. His brother actually got murdered.
Right.
In Atlanta.
That's a big story here.
Inside of inside of Drummer Boy's fashion boutique shop called House of Fresh. So, like I said, I live at this time I'm in Texas. I'm oblivious to all this. I don't know nothing. So, I just get a phone call from bro out the blue like, yo, I know I ain't been in touch in a while, but I've been mourning the death of my brother. My brother just passed. But, I'm done mourning. I'm ready to get back to work. And, if you'd like to, join Drum Squad, I got some paperwork for you. I'd love to sign you. And that's just pretty much how it happened.
All right, man. So listen, couple of things. This is K-100 Radio.
You are tuned to K-100 Radio, hip-hop and R&B.
All right, listen, fam.
K-100, you bastards.
We rocking out. We talking to the homie Spark Dawg, all right? He just gave us a story and really a clinic on the grind as an independent artist. Now let me because we got to get to the music. We about halfway through the interview. We got to get to the music. We got to get to the videos. But let me tell you the clinic that he just gave you guys. A couple of things. First of all, I know you may not know me and know our platform, but bro, you've named everywhere you named, we've been. All right, we've been to South by Southwest for the past six years straight. Even not counting the 2 pandemic years. A3C, we've been official media for A3C. We've been official media. Last year was our first year being official media at South by Southwest. All right, Drummer Boy has actually interviewed on our broadcast before a couple years back. He's a really cool dude. I know him. So here's the thing. I think that everybody listening to this interview needs to understand, you know, the clinic, the textbook clinic the man just gave y'all, because what he said was important. First of all, he put himself out there as an artist on his own, went to South by Southwest, which is a major event. All right. He was already grinding. He had already remembered that. He already had remembered the first time he met Drummer Boy on his grind with Scarface, was prepared when Drummer Boy presented him an opportunity when he ran into him at South by Southwest, networked with him, got his contact number, which a lot of y'all don't do, followed up after that, which is what 90% of y'all don't do, followed up with the plug, talked to him some more, came back out on his own dime, flew out to Atlanta, hit him up again, went into the lab instead of partying, right? Did some music with him,
Right.
got blessed, and then put more money up, did a video on his own dime, flew himself out here again, did a video. Listen, everything that I'm trying to get y'all to understand is ain't nobody finna give you shit in this game, period. The man just gave you a textbook path to how important networking is, to how important being at major events is, being humble is, investing in yourself is. I love the story, bro. I fuck with it. It's a good one.
I appreciate it.
So, let's get into the music, man, because we got another interview right behind you, and I could probably talk to you a lot longer, but I want to make sure these people soak up the music beside all the game you just gave them. You feel what I'm saying? I wish we had longer, but I want to get into some of these songs and videos. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I know you got the quarantine joint, right? And
that's going up.
I know that was sent to me. That was sent to me. But also, I want to talk about I want to play the video, because I went and found the video for that first song that you was talking about. You feel what I'm saying? The one that you kind of built the vibe with Drummer Boy, that Trill Ass Nigga, right? That's the name of the song, right?
Yeah, Trill Ass Nigga. That's the one that we just put out about a little over a month ago. Got about 100,000 views on there right now.
Right. And so I just want people to check out that video first. You feel what I'm saying? And then we gonna jump into that quarantine joint. You know what I'm saying? But because you had that, basically, because you had that one incorporated into the story, I kind of want them to see that one now, because you talked about it already. Is that cool?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So this is K-100 Radio. This is DrumSquad's artist, Spark Dawg. He's got his own. Also, he mentioned that he got his own label and his own brand, so he understands the importance of that. The man been paying attention. He been around legends, and he been soaking up game. He been paying attention. All right, but this is our first time having him on K-100 Radio. Now, you guys that are watching over on Instagram, go ahead. I
don't want to cut you off, but I gotta be clear though. The first record that I did with Drum, it was called Coolin'.
Right, Coolin'.
All right, that's the one. Coolin' is the one where I flew myself out to Atlanta, to shoot that video with him a couple years ago.
Right.
That's before the deal. After the deal, you know what I mean? The record that we just put out about a month ago is called Trill Ass Nigga, and then we put out Quarantine Vibes like maybe 2 weeks after that. So I just want to make sure the listeners got the order of the records and everything like that for sure.
All right, got it. I'm glad you got it straight. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure that everybody, but the story stands, all right? So the story stands. So this is this first song that we're getting ready to play. Like I said, for my people watching on YouTube and watching on Instagram Live and Facebook and all that, you guys get a chance to see the video. Everybody listening to the show live on the app, or everybody listening to the podcast on Spotify, you guys will hear the record, all right? But the name of this song is called Trill Ass Nigga, all right? So you heard the story of how he met Drummer Boy and everything. And so this is a fairly new, it's fairly new song that they put together, a video they put out called Trill Ass Nigga. We got another one called Quarantine Vibes coming up. But we're going to run this Trill Ass Nigga joint, and I want you guys to check it out. Really great video, really dope song. So check it out. This is K-100 Radio, Spark Dawg, Trill Ass Nigga. You feel me? I want you guys to check this joint out. Let me know what you think about it. You feel me? Hit us up, K100Radio at gmail.com and K100 Radio. You feel what I'm saying? Let's know what you think, man. Let's go.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
Trillin', Trill ass nigga with a mouth full of goals. Trill ass nigga with a house full of hoes. Trill ass nigga had them pounds for the low. Trill ass nigga from my crown to my toes. Trill ass nigga with a mouth full of goals. Trill ass nigga with a house full of hoes. Trill ass nigga had them pounds for the low. Trill ass nigga from my crown to my toes. Trill ass nigga. 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 Trill ass. Look, I keep it playing cause that's all I know. Trill niggas ain't got a plex over hoes. Used to sell weight, now I'm selling y'all gold. Now I got paper to bail out my bros. I smell like money like it's my cologne. It's like I just can't get the scent out my clothes. I cannot stop, you can tell I'm on go. Thought gave me top till I fed on my soul. She ain't gon' stop till my head just explodes. Bakey so good got me curling my toes. Fashion over from my head to my toes. Bottom of my shoes red as a rose. Hit the club and you can bet I get chose. Popping bottles in my section with hoes. Diamond bottom grill, I'm flexing for show. I was blessed with the flow, never stressing the hoe. I'm a trill ass nigga with a mouth full of goals. Trill ass nigga with a house full of hoes. Trill ass nigga had them pounds for the low. Trill ass nigga from a crown to my toes. Trill ass nigga with a mouth full of goals. Trill ass nigga with a house full of hoes. Trill ass nigga had them pounds for the low. Trill ass nigga from my crown to my toes. Trill ass nigga. 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 Pretty little bit with some gold on her teeth. I feel like that's what I need. Fresh out the shower, she rolling up weed. Like, daddy, you pass the light, please? She keep it gangsta when rolling with me. Shit, she probably packing the heat. Big Birkin bag, what it happen to be. Tries and she get the clapping like shit. Trill ass nigga with a trill ass bitch, and I'm always by my bitch. Every other rapper in the South got goals in their mouth, but them diamonds don't shine like this. You did. Trill ass niggas never hold they tongue, so I always pop my shit. And that's why as soon as I drop my shit, trill niggas and bitches gon' cop my shit. You did. Trill ass nigga with a mouth full of goals. Trill ass nigga with a house full of hoes. Trill ass nigga had them pounds for the low. Trill ass nigga from a crown to my toes. Trill ass nigga with a mouth full of goals. Trill ass nigga with a house full of hoes. Trill ass nigga had them pounds for the low. Trill ass nigga from my crown to my toes. Trill ass nigga. 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 Trill ass nigga.
You are tuned to K-100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
All right. K-100 Radio, you know what the drill.
K-100, you bastard.
Listen, man, the homie Spark Dawg, trill ass nigga. Yo, man, you got to rock with that right there. You got to respect that. That joint was dope, man. We got to bring the homie back on the line real quick. Hold on a second. Spark Dawg. Spark.
What it do? What it do?
All right, man. That one was dope. That one was crisp. That video was clean. You feel what I'm saying, man? How did it feel after you got a chance to put that out and it's doing wild numbers? Tell me about you. Tell me about your grind right now. How you feeling about everything?
I ain't gonna lie, man. When we first put it out and I seen them numbers shoot up the way they did, it really just blew my mind and just, let me know I'm on the right path. You know what I mean? With the music I'm putting out and the team I got right now. So yeah, it's a crazy feeling, man. I mean, to be from a town called Killeen and actually, be able to move to Atlanta and make a comfortable living because I can make words rhyme. I can't even describe that feeling, man.
Absolutely, man. A lot of people have been working a lot to get there. Some made it, some didn't. But at the end of the day, it sounds to me like you're appreciative of it, man. And that's what I got to respect more than anything. Because some people get these opportunities and they squander it. You know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Cats get opportunities and they blow it for several different reasons. Some of them valid, some of them personal demons. But you know what I'm saying? It sounds like you really got your head on right. And I'm looking forward to, seeing you grind. How far are you guys along? Are you guys putting the whole album out? I know. How far along with that process? You got an album dropping or something like that? Or are you trying to doing singles right now?
Yeah, I really want to put the whole body of work out. You know what I mean? But I definitely want to drop, a lot more singles. I'm not from Atlanta, so I definitely want to, make an impact here, and create enough awareness about myself and what I got going on before I just put the full project out. Because the music I've been working on, it really deserves to be paid attention to. And, I know it's a certain way you got to roll shit out. So we ain't rushing perfection, man. I know everything I'm working on is golden. You know what I mean? And everything gonna fall in place in due time.
Absolutely, man. That's a good strategy. I mean, you know, you rocking with some industry vets, so they know when it's time to drop something, and they know when it's not time. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
sure. So give me a lesson give me one quick lesson if you can, and then we got to get to this next song because we got the next interview coming up. Give me a quick lesson that you learned. You told me about the lesson that you've learned from being with Face Mob, but give me a lesson that you learned so far that you did, you know, dealing with drummer and where you at right now. Give me a new lesson that you've learned.
I think one of the biggest lessons I learned is that when you be in this game, you still got to understand whether you're a signed artist or not. It's going to take money to make money. You know what I mean? And one of the things that I always hear Drum compliment me on is, you know, like when we go do interviews together and sit down with these folks, and they ask them, like, what is it about this kid from Killeen? Like, what makes you sign him? What you like about him so much? He always compares me to people he knew that came in the game with a real hustle that he worked with, whether it would be like a T.I. or a Dolph or a Gotti or somebody like that. You know, I came with my own bag. I mean, outside of music, you know, back home, the streets know me as the hood dentist. You know what I mean? I've been selling gold teeth back home in Texas since I was in high school. My first hustle ever. And that's really how I funded the whole dream of being a rapper. You know what I mean? You can't do this shit and be broke unless you know, luck up and go viral. You might luck up and go viral one day. You know what I mean? For the most part, you know, you got to pay your dues, and you know, this shit ain't cheap. You know, going to the strip club every night, making it rain on every stripper in the club, so you can convince them to want to, you know, dance to your song when you're not in the club. That shit ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? Paying these blogs, you know, to you know, feature your videos on their page on Instagram and all that. You know, this shit costs money. And the fact that I, you know, am able to you know, move how I want to move financially because of my Gold Grill business. I know Drum appreciate that. So any artist in the game understand this, man. Like, you trying to come up, yeah, it's probably, you probably think it's not cool to have a job, but what's not cooler is being broke. That's really not cool. Let me get my key.
Yeah. Say less.
So yeah, that's the game. That's the game I give him.
Say less. I love this kid, man. Hey, you sold me on it, bro. We fucking with you the long way over here at K-100 Radio. You know what I'm saying?
Get it.
And sometimes, and also the lesson is networking, because you know what I'm saying. Networking. You're on this show right now due to networking. You feel what I'm saying? Make no mistake about it. It's people that know people that know people that know us, and that's why you're over here right now. So you've mentioned two things. A, this shit costs money, but also networking is key. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So good stuff, man. All right, we got to get into this next song because it's coming up on 7:30, and I got another interview. You know, your brethren over there, your label mate's supposed to be coming up right behind you. So we want to make sure we get this next song out. Tell us about this Quarantine Vibes joint so we can jump into it real quick.
Yeah, man, quarantine vibes. You know, the whole world been on quarantine for like the past 2-3 years. So, you know, I came up with this record called Quarantine Vibes. You're basically talking about my lifestyle while I was on quarantine. You know, I know we're not on quarantine right now, but, you know, it just seemed like the perfect time just to get some good music out with some crazy visuals. I'm really excited about everybody seeing the music video. It's one of my funnest ones. And anybody who see the video, they're going to understand why I really fuck with this video. So, I mean, here we go. K-100. This is Spark, a.k.a. Spark Dawg, and this is my song, Quarantine Vibes. Make sure y'all run the video up on YouTube.
Make no mistake about it. If you're already watching this on YouTube, hit subscribe on our channel, and then find Spark Dawg. Hit subscribe on his. Quarantine Vibes. This is K-100 Radio, and you know the drill.
You are tuned to K-100 Radio, hip-hop and R&B.
Let's get into it, fam. Check it out.
K-100, you bastards.
Quarantine vibes, I got quarantine vibes. Quarantine vibes, I got. Where I'm from, I did it bigger than any rapper before me. I can't listen to most these other rappers, they bore me. Born to be a king, can't let no rapper dethrone me. It's lonely at the top, but it's cool, I'd rather be lonely. I just got a text from a baddie saying she horny. I can never put her on blast, that would be corny. I'ma lay it down and slide inside like a door key. Let it get on top and ride his dick till the morning. Good morning, I wake up to money while niggas snoring. And if it wasn't for this pandemic, then I'd be touring. I'm forever putting up numbers and still scoring. Spark a lot boss, got niggas who kill for me. Living life fast and basking in my glory. I get a lot of cash just rapping my life story. Women, they they adore me. Wanna be my shorty. I get so much ass, you'll think it was like for me. I'm on quarantine, still eating, doing features. Half Panamanian blowing trees with Boricuas. You ain't on my team, so that mean we ain't equal. If you can't help me carry out my dreams, I don't need ya. I'm on quarantining with your bitch. Ayy, shout it butt naked in the kitchen cooking grits. Ayy, I'm on quarantine, mask on, kicking shit. Ayy, shout it thick as shit. She a pro at taking dick. Ayy, self-made nigga taking selfies and shit. My girl pussy so wet, I might marry the bitch. Hold up, holster on my hip when I carry the stick. Ayy, rather go to trial than be carried by six. Ayy, fuck dying broke, I hope they bury me rich. COVID ain't stopping shit, I know my enemy sick. If I shoot you and you live, you gon' tell them quick. I don't beef, I play for keeps, and I don't care if you snitch. How much rails it gets, how much trills they come. I'm probably thumbing through a check while you twiddle your thumbs. I'm just trying to get some bread, you can deal with the crumbs. I put a bag on your head and get rid of you bums. Went from rapping just for fun to unlimited funds. I'm from Texas where you know we got unlimited guns. I got O's by the dozen, can't just kick it with one. Shout out my quarantine babe, keep my dick on the tongue. Yeah, I'm on quarantine, still eating, doing features. Half Panamanian blowing trees with Boricuas. You ain't on my team, so that mean we ain't equal. If you can't help me carry out my dreams, I don't need ya. I'm on quarantining with your bitch. Ayy, shout it butt naked in the kitchen cooking grits. Ayy, I'm on quarantine, mask on, kicking shit. Ayy, shout it thick as shit. She a pro at taking dick. Ayy, quarantine vibes, I got quarantine vibes. Ayy, quarantine vibes, I got quarantine vibes. Ayy, quarantine vibes, I got quarantine vibes. Ayy, quarantine vibes, I got. Ayy.
You are tuned to K-100 Radio,
All right, man,
hip hop and R&B.
We gotta wrap things up. K-100 Radio.
K-100, you bastard.
We still chopping it up with the homie Spark Dawg. Before we get ready to get up out of here, my next interview is on deck. But before we go, Spark Dawg, holler at him, man. Give out all your social media and everything so these folks can find you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, any other information, connections you want them to know, anything coming out, run it down for me real quick.
Yeah, for sure. As far as what's coming out, man, Atlanta been real good to me. I've been casting 2 movies so far. We already wrapped 1 movie. Boosie, you know, Lil Boosie got a movie he executive produced out here. It's called Water Boys, and it's based on, you know, the teenagers that be standing on the highway, you know, trying to force feed water down everybody's throats that stop at a red light. You know what I mean? So I'm a part of that movie. I got a small role in that. They just put the trailer out for that movie a few days ago. So I think the movie drops the end of September. So y'all look out for that. Lil Boosie presenting Water Boys, the movie. I got a cameo in that. And I just got cast in another movie from the same directors from that, in this movie called Two Brothers. And it's a culture movie, you know, about the hip hop culture. 2 brothers just trying to get in the rap game and all the struggles and shit they go through trying to make it. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. I'll be in that. So y'all look out for that. As far as Instagram, my Instagram is Spark A Gram. You got Instagram, you got Sparkagram. Just spelled like that. Spark_A_Gram. You know what I mean? And TikTok, just hashtag The Hood Dennis. I'm going to pop up. That's all you need to do. Hashtag The Hood Dennis on TikTok. I'm viral. You know what I mean? So y'all going to see my work. Anybody in the Atlanta area need a grill, y'all holler at the kid, man. I'm going to pull up on you, man. That's what The Hood Dennis do.
All right, man. Good stuff, man. Hey, a lot of game. I'm impressed, bro. I got nothing but love, and I wish nothing but big things for you, man. Keep grinding. I'm glad we had a chance to chop it up with you on K-100 Radio. All right?
I appreciate the love, man. Spark a lot.
Absolutely. K-100 Radio.
You
right.
are tuned to
Next one
K-100
coming up.
Radio, hip hop and
You know the
R&B.
drill. All right, hold on. Let me check my line real quick. Hold on a second. Let me check my line real quick and see if the big homie's on here. Big homie, K-Dawg.
What's going on?
What's going on, homie? You ready?
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely, man. Stand by. Let me do these little quick commercials and we ready to roll. All right, homie?
All right.
All right. So listen, man, if you missed any parts of this particular interview, remember, you can always catch it on our YouTube channel and our Spotify podcast. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow our Spotify podcast. And look for us on, download our mobile app and go to K100radio.com. All right. So